Everybody was good, was good, was good. So apparently my Giants lost. Um, my Giants lost. This is my Knicks keychain, by the way. You can't really see it because it's all smudged up. I need to buy a new one. But anyways, yeah. So and then obviously my little New York Giants wristband. But anyways, yeah, so my New York Giants lost, what was it, 25-33. Um, it was a good game. I thought, when the Eagles began that drive, and they scored, I thought it was gonna be like a bloodbath again, but they scored, I mean, it was a little bit of a questionable call at the end, but we already know the refs was not going to give it to us, because we already mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, anyways. But it does help us in the draft, so that's a good thing. I think we picked seventh. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, there was no competition. Danny DeVito was not it. We all knew Danny DeVito was not it. Great story, but obviously it would have been greater if we got into the playoffs. But then again, who wants to see the Giants in the playoffs? What, to get blown out? No, no. I rather see the Giants just focus on the draft than just to get blown out by a superior team. Because let's say hypothetically the Giants do get into the playoffs. The Giants do beat the Eagles, and then I think January 7th we face them again. Let's say the Giants do get into the playoffs, right, as the 8th seed, right? Guess who they're going to have to face? The 49ers. Yeah, it would get ugly. It would get ugly real quick. Like, I'm not even going to mess with you. It would get ugly real quick. So it's best for the Giants to miss the playoffs, miss the embarrassment. I already know some Giants fans, Sports Entertainer and Mad Dog didn't watch it. I understand that, but I wanted them to watch it, right? Because they thought it was going to be a blowout. Oh, they're going to score like 49 points, 50 points on us. We scored 25 points on them. We scored 25 points on them. Danny DeVito was killing the drive. He really was. He was throwing ill-advised throws. He was just not into it. That little 15 minutes of fame that he had, gone. So I expect Tyrod Taylor to take over these last two games. What Tommy DeVito did was good. First undrafted rookie to rush for over 190 yards. That's good. But again, like I said, Tommy DeVito is a game manager, not a game changer. Tyrod Taylor gave us the best option to win. And I don't know why we didn't go to Tyrod Taylor when he came back from injury. Maybe we didn't really want to rush him, which I understand. But, we'll never know. But I expect Tommy DeVito to take a step back and let Tyrod Taylor finish these last two games. Okay? So the last two games we have, I believe the last two games are at home. We face the LA Rams at home, and then we wrap up the season against the Eagles at home. So we're 10 and what? We're 5-10, so that means we should end the season 7-10. Where would that lead us in the draft? I don't know. I think like I said, we're picking 10th. No, 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 no. We're picking 7th. No, no, no. Hold on. First, it was 3rd because obviously we started off rocky bad, and then we stringed a couple of wins together, and then we went to 4th, and then we started winning, right, with Danny DeVito, and then we bolted all the way down to 8th. Now we're 7th. Now we're picked 7th. The Arizona Cardinals already got the third pick locked, right? So whether what happens or not, depending on what happens, because everything can still change, we would need help. We would need help from other teams to lose, certain teams to lose, like the Washington Commanders, or we would need the Patriots to lose their last 2 games, or we need the Commanders to win their next 2 games. And then we would have to win our next 2 games for us to slide back to like the 6th, 5th pick, you know what I'm saying? But like everybody knew the Giants was going to lose this game, I do expect the Giants to win when we do face them again at MetLife Stadium. I do expect the Giants to win that game because obviously everything is going to be wrapped up. Jalen Hurts don't necessarily need to play, so it's going to be like another preseason game. You know what I'm saying? But the Rams game, the Rams are still in it. Surprisingly, they're in the hunt, so they are still in it. So that game is going to be crucial for us, because like I said, we would need different teams to lose, and then we would have to win out to see where we are in this year's draft or next year's draft. So if we're able to beat the LA Rams, that'll be great, and then beat the Eagles, that would finish our season 7-10, which would probably bolt us all the way to the 5th seed? I don't know. Like I said, we would have to see. We would have to wait to see what other teams do. Whether it's the, So, yeah, this is just. I mean, it's sad if you call yourself a Giants fan and you don't show up when shit gets rough. Like I know a lot of Giants fans couldn't really watch the game because of copyrights or whatever. Well, that they could still do play-by-play. You know what I'm saying? I did my best to capture some of the highlights. I gave y'all some glimpse, not glimpse, clips. Because I was busy, celebrating Christmas with my mom and stuff. So I was too busy. But when I did have the chance, I showed y'all what I could show y'all. But yeah, I mean, I was not going to miss that game regardless. Because obviously my parlays hit. Barkley hit. Swift hit. Hurts hit. Who else hit? A lot of I won like $25. I could have won $50, but AD and LeBron James messed my parlays up. LeBron, I don't know how much points LeBron James had, but he had to hit. I think he had to hit like 32, and then AD on his parlay, all he had to do was just get rebounds. He couldn't even do that. So I went 4 out of 2, because you can mix it up on pick'ems, prize picks, you could do football and basketball at the same time. I was gonna do my Knicks, but that game it was a little bit fishy. I didn't really trust neither team, so I just did the Celtics and the Lakers. But yeah, I won. I went 4 out of 2, so I won like $50. That's not bad. I'll probably put that in my bank account, whatever. Um, or I'll probably just put it in my PayPal. But yeah, but that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I watched it. Because of that. I don't necessarily watch no other team. You know what I'm saying? Um, but like I said, for the people who are Giants fans, sports entertainer, Mad Dog, you know what I'm saying? Like, shame on ya, you know? I mean, I know you coming into this game, it was going to be a bloodbath, you thought the Eagles was just going to run right through us, which they did, but, we punched back, it's not like we lay dead and let them walk all over us, you know what I'm saying? We kept it close. But, that goes to show you, loyalty, Like anybody can say they're a Giants fan. Oh, I'm wearing jerseys. Like, this is why I don't wear jerseys. I've never been a jersey guy. I either have keychains or wristbands or hats. That's it. I ain't gonna wear somebody's name on my body. Like, no. Unless I customize my own jersey, have my own name, my own number, then yeah. But I ain't gonna, no, I was never that person to wear somebody else's jersey. But kudos to y'all if y'all do wear jerseys. I'm just not a jersey person. I've never been a jersey person. Even my Knicks, I never wear a Melo jersey. I never wear a Stoudemire's jersey. I never wear, Young's jersey. I'm just not a jersey person. But socks, obviously, I can do sandals, glasses, whatever. But shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. And I'm going to call y'all out because that's just ridiculous, Like, you're not going to watch Christmas because you thought the Eagles was going to blow us out. Y'all look dumb right now. Y'all really do. Y'all look dumb. Because at first I thought, okay, here we go again. The Eagles are just going to dog walk us. You know what I'm saying? But no, we fought. Barkley punched it in for a touchdown. Slayton punched it in for a touchdown. Waller did a little something. Tyrod Taylor did his thing. Danny DeVito tried to do something. But yeah, we fought. The defense had a few takeaways. So we fought. It just came down to that last drive. A little bit ticky-tack fouls. Especially the one with Robinson twice. One down to the side, one down the sideline. He thought he was. I mean, you could clearly tell the dude was all over him. And then he just sat on the floor, waved his hands up like he ain't gonna call the foul. Dude, they're not gonna call it on you. They're not gonna call it on you. Plus, they're not gonna call it in that moment. I think the referees pick and choose who they want to, help win games, right? Like, they're not going to come out publicly and say it, but you can tell by their whistle blowing, like, you already know who's who. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, for example, imagine the Giants' record is reversed. Let's say they're 9-5, right? You think the referees was gonna call that? Let's say two good teams playing each other, right? Let's say two good teams are playing each other. Eagles 11-4 coming in, or 10-4 coming in, or 10-5 coming in. Giants are 9-5 coming in. Two good teams. you don't think the ref was gonna blow that whistle? And then on the end of the play when they went for it, I could see that end zone where again he was shoved. I don't know if he was pushed. I don't know if he fell or if he slipped on his route, but I saw number 17 on the ground once again. Now I don't know if these sports analysts are gonna pick that up tomorrow. But again, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because the Giants are out of the playoffs anyway, so it wouldn't really matter, you know. But then again, it would have mattered because if the Giants had won that game, they would have been one step closer to punching in into the playoffs, even though they would have to. Sorry, even though they would have to need help for a few teams to get in, you know, because obviously their division record is trash. And obviously the regular season record is trash. So they would have to have a few teams win. You know, they're called scenarios. But yeah, you don't show up. You saying, oh, I'm not going to watch Christmas. Oh, I'm not going to watch Christmas. I'm not going to watch that. And I'm not going to watch the Giants on Christmas. That should tell you. That should tell you who you really are. You know what I'm saying? That should tell you who you really are. You know? Y'all Giants fans are not faithful at all. At all. I mean, just because you wear Giants gear and you say, oh, I rep Big Blue, you should rep Big Blue when they're down versus when they're up. Because anybody can root for a team that's good. But when you're down in the dumps and just losing and losing and losing time and time and time again, it sucks. You know, it drains the life out of you. You know what I'm saying? But I have to learn sports the long way. You know, I have to learn sports the hard way. You know, there is no two-way streets. There's no two-way streets. I mean, there is no two-way in sports. You know, sports don't go two ways, you know. The team is not going to love you and you're not going to love the team back. Or you might you might love the team back and the team may not love you back. You know what I'm saying? You have to milk the sport for everything it's worth. How you make your money, you do bets. Whether you know how to bet or not, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been a professional gambler if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars because I've ran across a lot of great gamblers. You know, there was one gambler, I forgot his name. His name was Walter something. Same name as me, too. I forgot his name. But there's some very good gamblers out there. You know, because I go to these conventions, these auctions and stuff like that, and they just be sitting there and just, you know, watching other people bid and stuff like that. It's crazy, you know. If you watch a lot of Shark Tank, you know. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. So now the Giants, the only thing the Giants know how to do, or not know how to do, but the only thing the only thing the Giants can do right now is to finish the season strong. You know, win these last two games and, you know, see where you pick in the draft. You know, that's about it. You know, because you have two good opponents coming up. You know. The LA Rams, they're fighting for their playoff hopes. You know, our playoff hopes are crushed, obviously, but theirs obviously are not. So, you know, I don't really believe in playing spoiler because, I mean, like, you're telling me that we're going to play spoiler to a team that's trying to get into the playoffs. which the LA Rams might probably need help too, by the way. Depending on how their division record is. Not a lot of people peep that out. Your division record is stronger than a lot of people think. A lot of people think, oh, just because you have a good regular season record, this and that. Yeah, if you have like 11 wins, 12 wins, of course you're going to get into the playoffs. But if you have 4 wins in your division, or you have 2 wins in your division, like we got swept by Dallas. We probably might get swept by Eagles, but I believe that we can win that last game. I really do, because like I said, they're gonna rest everybody. Jalen Hurts, Brown, everybody is not even gonna play. So it's gonna be a rehearsed preseason game. So we should win that game. Against the Rams, it's gonna be tricky. The Rams are a very good team. Very good team. Boy, we're going to have our hands full with Donald. Cooper Kupp, he's still out there. Matthew Stafford, he's still got a lot left in the tank. So it's not going to be easy going against the Rams at all. But, it is what it is. I don't know why Giants fans thought we was going to win that game anyways. I knew we was not going to win that game. But a lot of Giants fans say, oh, we got this, especially Fisk Vegas. Fisk Vegas, I hate you. You're one of those Giants fans that just say crap out of their ass. And I'm not that person to attack YouTubers, right? But if you hear this guy speak, it's mind-boggling. It's like, where's his mind going with all these different scenarios and these hyperbole bullcrap videos that had nothing to do, what's going on. Like I was watching him and he said, the Giants are going to manhandle. This is way before the game even started. He said, oh, the Giants are going to manhandle the Eagles. Because they was going on this slump, right? The Eagles lost 3 straight? So he thought the Eagles was going to, on their home turf, with their fans, you really thought the Giants was going to come out there and beat the Eagles after they've been going through what they've been going through. Not going to happen. You sure already know the NFL by now. The NFL picks and chooses which teams on the rise, which team is going to fall. Now, obviously, the Giants did great last year. 0 expectations. Less weapons. This year, totally different. Next year is going to get even worse. Until we can beat the teams that we can beat, we're going to be in a total mess. Total mess. And I'm thinking about the Giants should just go to the Bronx. Move to the Bronx. I think the Bronx deserve a football team. Right? I mean, what other teams is in the Bronx? The Yankees? I'm not really a big baseball fan. I mean, I understand how baseball works. I'm just not really a big fan of it. I mean, I remember they did play in Polo Ground, or was that the Giants? Because the Giants played in a lot of arenas. There was Giant stadiums. There was Giant Stadium. There was Polo Ground. Now there's MetLife Stadium. I think Giant Stadium ran through 2004 through 2009, I believe. Because 2010, that's when they revealed the new stadium and whatnot, and then I believe we faced the Panthers that game, where Hakeem Nicks scored like 2 touchdowns. I remember, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The Giants are. I mean, if you really think about it, they should be called New Jersey Giants because they play in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So it would make sense that to call them New Jersey Giants, right? Kind of have a good ring to it, New Jersey Giants, instead of just calling them New York Giants because they don't really play in New York. Like that's the logic of the NFL that don't make sense. Like the Eagles don't even play in Philadelphia. Cowboys don't even play in Texas. Washington Commanders don't even play. You see how crap don't make sense? Like there's teams that don't even play in a freaking. Anyways, it's whatever. But yeah, these last 2 games are not going to be easy. Yeah, especially the last the this game coming up against the Rams. We should beat the Eagles in the last game. We should, I mean, if we can't beat the Eagles with their backups, we don't deserve to be anybody, you know. So, I mean, I think the only person that's probably gonna be out there is Jake Elliott, and he's the starting kicker. So, that's the only person that's probably gonna be out there. But we should beat the Eagles. Week 18. We should beat the Eagles week 18. If we can't do that, then we shouldn't be anybody. Now the Rams, like I said again, the Rams are a very good team. Matthew Stafford is playing at a high level. So yeah, so next Sunday is what, next Sunday is December 31st, right? Because we got 31 days in December. Okay. Well, at least we're finishing the season at home. So I'm going to start doing mock drafts. I'm going to start doing mock drafts like Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to start doing mock drafts to see where the Giants are going to end up picking, or who they're going to pick. Quarterback, who knows? Running back, not really. I don't know, but I'll see. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. On the road to 500 subscribers. So yeah. So thank you.